Yo, what's up, boys? I'm coming at you guys with another Deth's Classroom Terminus Edition, episode 6, I believe. Um, this has been on the way because I've been trying to get the right Terminus game or the right games for the remaining characters because it's not easy to pick those characters in rank. But this was a game on Silver Beach as Terminus. You know the rules. We're gonna go down and explain every single situation where I fucked up or any situation I could teach you guys about Terminus in this little gameplay and any extra tips. Timestamps will be down below if you want to know a specific or particular point in the video, so you can just skip to like the classroom parts because we're gonna have the whole video played out and we're gonna pause or talk about it slowly when the situation occurs. And let's get to this video. Hey, I wanted to stop you guys and explain what Terminus build I ran and the talent. So for loadouts, I ran this Terminus build right here. Devastation 3, It's Weight 1, Abomination 5, Necromant 5, Hulking Austerity 1. When you're running the talent, if I can find talents here. I don't think... Okay, yeah. When you're running the talent Decimation, you want to make sure you're getting value into the card. So when you're running Terminus Decimation, you want to make sure you have Necromite at least 5 or 4, and Abomination 5, because this is what you're getting your Siphon back, and this is what makes Terminus such a great champion. That he always has Siphon up, he can always block the other DPS damage and soak it up, and then blast out his right click for a massive damage. Devastation 3 is it's a good card. Like, I feel like maybe if you're running Maldamo, you might not need it, but like with the cauterized nerfs, any type of healing card is like a good healing card. So like, have Devastation 3, I really like it because when I finally hit these people with these charges, let's say I have 4 charges, I hit someone and I'm getting 4 times 180. I'm not a math wizard, I can't tell you guys that. And then like these are level 1 cards, I always feel like health is good to have, and it weights 1. I like having the cooldown of Power Siphon or Shatter fall reduced for I can at least have something. That's about it when it comes to builds. Let's get back into the gameplay. So when you start the game off with Terminus, you want to decide what card you want to buy. We already explained builds, so let's get to this. Depending on their comp, you want to either buy Resilience, Master Riding, or Nibble. Never cauterize a Terminus. No point. Like, his right click doesn't cauterize. It's literally only the left click. So when you're buying an item with Terminus, you want to make sure what you want for your team. Do you want to get aggressive with Master Riding and getting their faces early, or get to a point as soon as possible, like getting point control? Or do you just want to grab Nibble for you to be more nimble and get off point and be more agile for your team? And Resil, obviously, if they have like a lot of CC, that could be bother you. That's like not an ultimate. So let's explain here. I get a big Desi on their beacon initially because they all shot it. But like what I did here was a fuck up here is you never want to use your Shadow Fault really. Movement on Terminus can be a bait. Like what I did right there is I like went for a useless fucking dash that slowed their tower. We wasn't gonna kill the tower. Like you want to make sure when you use cooldowns on Terminus, like they're meaningful. And that could have got me killed, but luckily the general stripped me, meaning I wasn't on the tower fire and I was allowed to get out. And now it's just, I'm waiting for my team to take space. We lost someone, making a 4v4. And like, our con's not really taking space, so I tell our con, yo, you need to rotate right. Because if you don't, like, I can't take space. Like, he's not doing anything. Like, everyone's looking at me in mid. I need the off tank to make space for they look at him, for I can be more free and I can help him out. And we can get kills like that. Jealous one. Tower low, tower 1.
You think he's good, bro? I'm not making thought on me, bro.
You ever seen you on turn? I don't like playing him. I think. So here, I really don't want to take that much space. I kind of did it, and it kind of fucked me over. And I'm wasting my Q for no reason. Like, again, I don't play Terminus a lot because I find them a little boring. And you would only play him in a scrim environment, but I can still play him pretty well. And it's like memory that I have to like remember not to do shit. And I'm like wasting my Q so much. You don't want to really waste your Q for no reason. Once you get the 4 charges, you get 3 charges, you're kind of fine. And I was just taking enough space. Then again, Dava did fuck up his gourd. Fucked up to heal me, but it's whatever. We'll live from that. That's
This
a
was
crack. I
bad
can't help you.
decision.
Yeah, I mean, I probably.
That should have.
Next couple bids is just me being really stupid. After my healer died, I should have been able to get out as soon as possible. I could have saved my healer as well. Again, first couple rank games of the day. Me not using my brain correctly. Go uses one on the right. But yeah, this push was very slow from our team because we just kept, all of us kept on doing stupid shit.
Narcissus on right.
Over no line mid. Power mid.
Okay, that gourd just bounced off of the floor.
Shuttle slowed.
There's a gourd for you, Liam. Or not.
I'm running an orange. DK
That's done.
power orange.
Tar main.
One. Nor up. Down.
This is a good example of understanding what the enemy is doing and using sex for your team. I saw their Anara looking to get aggressive on Leon that was away orange, and it's just a simple me rotating over and pressing my Q button. If I Siphon from the Leon's perfectly fine to do free damage, and Anara cannot hit her back. And basically, she kind of just took maybe 1k, 2k damage for free because of that fuck up. And I think, towards the start of the game, we over-prioritized what we had to do on the pushes, and usually that just happens. It takes a while. You have to understand when to go high ground. You don't have to force high ground. I see a lot of tank players. They're like, oh, this ship can go high ground. I'm gonna force high ground on Silver Beach. You need to understand sometimes going high ground isn't worth it. And you can do a lot more with just low ground that people don't understand, like the win conditions of the comp. Going high ground is the play, but not when there's 10 seconds left and they need me on point. They need to be as healthy as possible. I went high ground, took a bunch of damage from BK, and now I wouldn't be able to. Now I wasn't able to contest point correctly. And this is where I started realizing, okay, wait, I know how to play this shit. They don't stand a chance.
2, 1.
Wait, this Tyra is cripple.
Yeah.
Triple power.
Really? Oh god.
You can flanking mid. He's on point.
I need a heal.
There's a BK still behind him. He's upset. We're up to 2.
Yeah, there's a gourd on me.
Grover's half. Grover's half. Tyra's dial.
Hey, no. Before anyone asks, Siphon does not stop Genocide.
Siphon twice.
I was just being really stupid. I have not played the champion in a while. I played Terminus like 3 games after that, and it felt amazing. But I felt like this was the best game to show.
Car's kind of broken was done, yeah, but
Take the Bomb King ult for your team. If this BK gets past me and gets under support, they could possibly win this.
you can play around it.
I have a healer right behind me. I can take the stun. And also, this is a tip. I don't think it happens this game. If it does, we'll commentate over this. But when you're playing Terminus, you're most likely going to get Resil. Like always. So, in a situation where Nara ults you, you want to leap. You want to shatter fall at the same time. Because then you'll be stunned in the air. It's much harder to hit you because like they'll expect you to be stunned on the ground. You'll be stunned in the air, and by the time you fall on the ground, you'll be unstunned. People don't know that about Terminus.
Oh, no, I jumped the wrong way.
And this was a fuck up. A huge fuck up.
I jumped the wrong way. Sorry.
Tyra pass. Not top. Half 30 is the BK pass.
Tyra's on the left.
I fucking jump and fire.
Another chronic mistake of having the mindset is, oh, we need high ground. We don't need high ground. I don't. Me going high ground is what put me in that situation. If I literally played low ground main, or I just like chilled out towards the right, that would have never happened to me. But I went high ground at the same time when Naruto's being respawned, which is unfortunate because I should look at the death timers. A lot of people are like, oh, that's just unfortunate. No. This game gives you so much information with death timers when people are coming back, situations, and you should just know, like, the Naruto's most likely going to play out in that area because she's coming back to high ground. And the BK just started peeking me. It was a free death. It was a fuck up.
You emoted after he killed you? BK half. BK fucked up Bobby. BK an orange half.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck point.
DK dead.
Fuck it.
Oh, that.
DK's 1-on-4.
BK actually just looked guys. That's so bad.
No.
But whatever. They don't got cap top like that. They don't got cap. Just back up or die.
Enemy double kill.
I died.
Leon, keep backing up. I got you.
They're all mid. DK just needs to...
No, Jello slowed. Mid. Oh, he got away.
DK,
Yo, I'm still on Genos. Genos is still one.
I honestly cannot stress this
Jab
enough,
touch,
guys. Remember, it's just a touch. All you have to do is touch the point and that procs overtime. You don't have to stay on no point. Me being able just to touch point there and rotate that help sundown is what want us done. Now, a free kill on Tyre, making sure Tyre does not live and kill my teammate and give them a chance of retaking as well. Now we have 5 up the zone, and they really don't have a chance. And Kanye's
Hold it.
amazing ult, and they just can't touch. They have Anara,
They have no
BK,
touch. There's no-
Tyra, Grover, Genos. Nothing on their team has a safe touch. And when I mean safe touch, something like Eevee or something that can just touch
You guys
and
all
live
play along?
for free. Like, when you have an Eevee or maybe on their team, like, you have to know that, oh, they're most likely going to get touched. But when they have stuff like this that aren't mobile at all, it's like, oh, if they touch, they're going to die for it. Because they're going to have to, like, use every cooldown to get there. And this is where
Meet them when they exit
the
out.
ass whooping begins.
Jenna top 30 yards. Oh, good.
Dude, pay off of high.
You want to know the difference of me taking high ground now and before? We're getting momentum. We're getting picks. Now taking high ground is much more
Line 9,
safer
critical.
and freer. The situations before is I was trying to take high ground on 5v5. There you have 3 people high ground. I'm going to whip my ass. I can't go there alone.
Got
I'm
him.
the only one that can take high ground. That was the difference with me taking high ground there. That we had a steamroll. It was like a 5v3, 5v4. We can take high ground for free. We're in their spawn. We're emo. We're big dicking. This tower can't live. Fuck is she doing?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
That's the way.
Nice.
That's basically the Terminus video. If you guys have any other questions about Terminus,
I was
down
gonna
below
shit
that I haven't
talk on
covered,
game. My chat told me
just
to.
ask me down
mute
below.
and
I'm
try.
down to answer any questions. I'm down to ask or come to my
Straight
stream.
through my
I'm
game,
live
bro.
every day for about
Straight through
2
your
to
game. He was playing as a
6
turtle.
hours.
No, he died 3
Not miss
times
my
the first
stream
minute. He,
every
like,
single day.
He,
Unless-
like he kept
if
on
I'm
running
not
in.
streaming, I
Well, like
like tell people on
the
Discord.
first
But
one, like
everyone-
what can he really do about
I'm not
like
streaming.
everyone?
Make sure you join the Discord
including
down
you,
below.
all shot the Siphon, and I just ended up
I
4
appreciate
perks.
everyone
He instantly
that
died.
watched
And
this
I'm like,
video. Had the
I see
most
what people
kills
call
of my
Terminus
team.
broken in rank. 13 kills.
I appreciate
I see
it.
what
Have a
people call
great
Terminus
day,
broken.
boys.
Cause y'all all shoot that shit.
I'm
They do
out.
shoot it.
And stop shooting Terminus Siphon, please.